Hello everyone, welcome to my channel and welcome to Free Pattern Friday. Make yourself a drink because it could be another long one. So just in case, before we've even started, I'll just let you know that so that you know. My name's Natasha, for those of you that don't know. I've had an influx of new subscribers, so hello and welcome, and I hope that you love what you see. I do videos on a Monday, on a Wednesday and a Friday, and you can take your pick to which ones you watch, but I'd love you to watch them all. And welcome to everyone that supports me every single time, comments every single time, and is just there for me, because I absolutely adore you all. Thank you so very much. Now, like I say, get yourself a drink. I have got some Fanta just in case my voice goes funny and I need a drink, because on the last video that I made it was quite unpredictable. So I am going to first of all let you know why I didn't make a Wednesday video this week, because that was for Wake Up My Whips, for those of you that don't know. And I've had some real bad trouble with some, actually I think I've got it here, I'll just quickly show you. I've had some really bad trouble with trying to get the faces done for my Christmas character blanket, which was from Yarnspirations, and I thought it was all going to be absolutely fine and just tickety-boo, but actually I've been having really bad troubles with it, and this is as far as I've got on it, and this is basically not even flat, and I'm sorry about that if you can hear that. The shower's running now. Hold on, I'll just go and find out what's going on. Right, sorry about that. Now, where was I? Yes, so anyway, this is about as flat as it's gone, and it was the other times it's just like crinkled and it's gone all I don't even want to get into it. This is the wrong video to get into it, but that is my reason for not having a Wednesday video, and I just feel totally and utterly, well, let down, really. I've let myself down because I wanted to keep up 3 videos a week and I haven't managed to do anything for that video, so I thought, well, there's literally no point. Anyway, I don't know how I'm going to get over it, and I don't know how I'm going to sort it out, because I've tried numerous hook sizes and I've tried several different yarns and it just isn't working. So I'm not sure whether Yarnspirations have misprinted or done something, but it's annoying. Anyway, I digress, won't go into that. Let's go on to the patterns I found this week. Now, I had a request for a man's scarf, and if I couldn't find one of those, then just some fun scarves. So I've been on the job. I have and I have found only a couple, but I hope you'll like what you see. And of course this is there is going to be some Christmas patterns this week, because it is Christmas in July, and for those of you that do Christmas things in July and not just think about what you can make for Christmas in July, that aren't Christmassy but still for Christmas presents, then I've got kind of a little bit of a mixed bag so that you can see. So without further ado, I'll show you what I've managed to get. I've got my reading glasses on today because I struggled last week reading it out because some of the print was quite small. So if there is glare on these, then I'm very sorry, but I haven't got a coating on them, so if they glare back, then I'm sorry about that. So I'm going to start with the scarves, seeing as I have mentioned it already, and to start with, I have got the Mon scarf. Hold on. Right, the Mon scarf. Now this pattern is by a Karen Tate at Crochet Dahlia, and this was published on the 18th of December last year, in fact, and it's a very simple design. It makes a perfect project for someone that is new to crochet. It's equally suitable for more advanced crocheters who want a relaxing and meditative make. That's what it says. It's also customizable for a longer scarf. Chain a greater number of chains than stated in the pattern for a shorter scarf, then chain lesser number of chains than stated, and it's worked lengthways, so you can choose how wide you want the scarf as you crochet, and for a wider scarf simply just crochet more rows. Now, isn't that really good to have such information right at the beginning before you even start? Now, I don't know whether the light is going to show you it properly, but it's a ribbed scarf, which you can do any colour in any yarn that you like. This one, the pattern says is for Aran weight yarn, and you need 2.5 balls, and it's a 6mm hook. And the finish measurement, whilst and this is the blocked measurement, is 72 inches by 7.5 inches. So again, all depends how long you want it, how short you want it, how thick you want it, and how wide you want it, really. But it's simple for those of you that aren't up for a challenge and just want something simple that works up quickly so that you can make several for presents or whatever. And I just thought I would show it. There wasn't really very much choice from that you could use for a man's one, for men's really, that I could find that was suitable enough for me to print out and show you. And now we're going to move on to a couple of children's ones. Hang on a moment, put that at the back. Okay, so if you remember, I made the animal squares from Repeat Crafter Me, and I just haven't made them into a big blanket yet. And so every month we were doing one, and like January was the polar bear, then there was a lion and some other ones. Anyway, I'll put the link in the description box below for that. But I've just printed out the picture because it's all on the Repeat Crafter Me website. And as you can see, there's the polar bear, which is the January square that I did. And you basically just make 2 and then carry on going and joining them with single crochet all the way up and around. Depending on the length you want it, you can please yourself really. But I thought that was a brilliant idea. Now I only did 1 square of all of them, so if I choose to do this for my grandchildren, then obviously I have to make another one and then just join it. But it's simple and it's really easy, and there is a video tutorial for the squares and everything, and it just worked out really well. So I thought I would show you to make lovely gifts. Now again, this one is lovely for Christmas. Obviously there was an owl one and a penguin one and things, so this one's fine. But if you didn't want you know, to just do like a Christmas themed one like this, then obviously there's the lion and there's a frog and things like that, so you can pick and choose really, which is why I thought I would mention it, because it's always good to make things fun for children. So that's that. And then I found on the hobby website the cat scarf. Now this is the only picture I could find, so it doesn't actually show that the scarf is actually hanging down, but it gives you the hat and then the scarf comes down, and you can either have it tied up you know, around, or you can just leave it hanging. And by all accounts I think you can put your hands in the pocket bits, but that's only from what it looks like on the picture, so not really quite sure. But the pattern information for this is, now you can crochet this cute cat scarf. It is guaranteed to keep you warm and looking nice at the same time. And the gauge is 9 double crochets and 5 rounds, which is 10 centimeters in baby snuggle with a 6mm hook. Now baby snuggle is the really soft blanket yarn, isn't it? You know, the really quite cushy one. Snuggly, there's one called Snuggly and things like that. Anyway, you can there's a link for the yarn if you want to buy the exact yarn, but if not, you can do it in any yarn you like. But I just thought that would be really nice for a little cat enthusiast, especially now that children are you know, if children are getting to the age where they can have a pet of their own, you know, cats are very nice. They scratch children, don't they, quite a lot, but of course everyone loves a cat. I have 3 myself, so I just thought I would show you this one. There isn't very much other information that I can give you on this one, but like I say, I will link it in the description box below and you can please yourself, because all I've done is print out the first 2 pages. Now this one I found on Yarnspirations, and it's a child's puppet scarf. Now I think this is quite fun, and you basically from what it looks like, so if I show you this picture on the back, actually you can see that the child has the scarf around her neck and going down, and then the puppets are used as mittens, so they can have fun whilst wearing it as well. And I thought that was a really lovely touch, and I think it would be a lovely present as well. So you don't have to have your arms in all the time, but it's just really lovely. And it's a Yarnspirations. The skill level is intermediate, and they're saying Red Heart Super Saver. Again, of course you don't need to use that, but that's what they like to use. And you just make the puppets separately and then join, from what I can gather. The you do the scarf, you do the first 7 rows and then 5 more after that, and then you do the edging and the puppets separately. Now the puppets are only 13 rounds, and then the nose and the upper jaw is done separately, and then the head, neck and edging, eyes, and you join the jaws up and then finish. And that's basically all I can tell you, but I just thought that that would be lovely to show you in case you wanted to make it for someone. Even for a birthday, not just for Christmas. Now, the last one I have, which includes a scarf, is a child's pirate costume. Now, I think this doubles as a lovely gift, not just obviously to keep them warm in the winter, but to play pirates with. You know, if the child loves to dress up, then I think it would be really lovely to have something that's homemade and really that they can cherish and love forever. And that means that they the child size is from 4 to 6 years old, and you have a hat and a belt, and that gives you the pattern for the belt and for the hat. They're saying to use Red Heart Super Saver again, but again you can use any, and then you crochet the little skull and crossbones on the top of the hat as well as the eye patch, and you can either wear it as a scarf around your neck, as you can see in the picture with the pink one, or you can put the scarf around the middle just to add to the pirate's costume. So there's one for the dressing up box, which I thought was really quite cool. What should we do now? I think we will go to... we'll leave the Christmas ones until the end, I think, because then if anyone doesn't want to know and see any Christmas patterns, then that's fine, and I can give them a warning to say you can shut off now. But I'm going to first of all do the garments that I found, and one is the Horizon cardigan. Now it looks a bit like the Fireside one that had gone viral a few months ago, and I quite like it. I've always been a bit iffy with granny squares, really, to be honest, but I quite like that one, and I think it's the colours that I don't mind, and also the fact that you can make it longer if you like. You don't have to have it the stated length. You can, you know, if you're taller and you didn't want it sort of on your hips, you can always add to the bottom of it to make it longer, and that's what I like about it. The pattern information on this is that this cardie is made from 2 hexagons. Let me put this picture up so I can still read it to you. It's from 2 hexagons that are then crocheted together to form the one body piece, and sleeves, extra body length and collar are then crocheted straight from the body piece, and the cardie is made to measure. The number of skeins needed are approximate of approximate value, as this is made to measure. And they give the link for the yarn if you want to use the exact yarn, and they've also got the email address for support if you need help. And because of the yarn, they're saying that you to use Horizon, which is a number 3 yarn, they're saying that you need 200 grams of it, but again it all depends because it's made to measure, and the sizes go up from extra small, and then from small right up to 5XL. So obviously the bigger it is, the more yarn you use, but it's fine. You need 8 buttons, some stitch markers, and a 5mm hook. And I would say that is also for the give, because normally a 3 weight is roughly about a DK, I think. So maybe it's just to make it so that the cardigan isn't so so tight, that you use a 5mm rather than a 4, because usual standard DK uses a 4 normally. And then you can put the hashtags up for the social media if you want to show it on social media. And that's really all I can say about it. But that is the Horizon cardigan. Now I'm going to show you something special. And it's called the Blossom Robe dress. Now I love this. I don't know that I'd be able to make it, in a sense that it wouldn't really get used unless my daughter liked it, because she does like some crochet things, but I love it. I love the look of it and everything, but when you've got lumps and bumps like I have, it is a different matter. But that's a matter of opinion, isn't it? And we won't get into that. But look how beautiful the flowers are. And of course you don't need to do it just in cream or white. You could do it in any colour at all. But I love it. And the pattern information for this is the Blossom Robe dress is worked bottom up using a hook size of 2.5mm, and the flower pattern is worked in double crochet stitches according to a chart with symbols. The dress has a negative ease of 5 centimetres, 2 inches, and the model that you can see in the picture is wearing a small, but the pattern goes from extra small, small, medium, large and extra large. They're saying that for the extra large one you would need 18 skeins of cotton silk. Again, of course cotton would be better for this especially, but I don't know, cotton DK maybe for softness, who knows. But the extra small size is 10 balls, and the small size, which you can see in the person that's wearing it, is 12 balls. So you can vary it, and the pattern, you know, it's all linked on the pattern. I just haven't printed it all off, but I like the fact that there's a chart so you can actually tick off where you've gone and everything. But I had to show you. It's the Blossom Robe dress. Oh, and the designer, I haven't been telling you the designer, have I? How stupid of me. The design is from Caroline Edel, E-D-A-L, and it's the Tada Studio from Hobby Designs, and I love it, so I had to show you. And next we have a mandala blanket. Now, for someone that just wants to sit on winter evenings and just do row by row and test themselves, because even a beginner can do it if they research it and check out the stitches and things like that. And so I wanted to show you, because I think it would be a lovely design for any bedspread, or even make it into a rug. I think it would be lovely. And that is the mandala blanket, and the designer is Cat Kit Bob Designs. The information on this blanket is that the mandala blanket is a fun project with lots of different stitches and pattern techniques. That's what I was trying to say. Lots of pattern techniques. You can learn a lot from it, and if you take it one row at a time, you don't need to worry about it. You can research it. There's lots and lots of YouTube videos out there for each and every stitch, no matter what it is. So just have a look, and if you're a visual learner, then that's the best way to do it. You can go crazy with the colours or choose more tone colours to get a more subtle look. The pattern is made for an intermediate leveled crocheter and includes a thorough step-by-step guide. And again, even if you're a learner and you want to push yourself, the step-by-step guide really helps. And I know that this pattern has got quite a few pages in it. So that helps as well, because you can just print it off as you go, so it's not overwhelming when it all comes piling out of the printer. And the gauge for the central square is after round 5, the diameter is 13 centimetres, which is 5 inches. They're suggesting to use Aran and a 6mm hook, and make sure you've got some stitch markers. And basically that's all I can tell you. So choose your own yarns. If you don't like the bright colours, you can always go for muted ones. I love the old-fashioned colours, you know, the muted pinks and creams and really lovely colours that are vintagey rather than really bright and in your face. But again, it's preference, isn't it? Okay, now I'm going to show you a couple of amigurumi now, because of course, why wouldn't you want some amigurumi? I love it, and I'm sure all of you do as well. And this is the Moji Designs Nesting Rainbow Owls. And I'm sure that I think I've done owls before, but this one in particular I don't think I have, because I found it on a site that I hadn't used. And they are the pattern is by Jane Holmes, and I didn't print it all off, I just printed the picture to show you each individual one. Now these can be done for the random acts of kindness. See, Sally, I remembered the word random because I couldn't remember it before, could I? I know you were shouting at the screen. But anyway, I digress. This one I have I've printed off because I thought that random acts of kindness would be superb for this one, and also for teachers' gifts, for little stocking fillers, anything. I just really love the idea. And one of the tips that I was reading when I was looking through the pattern as to find which pages that would give you the best photos and things and give me the best information, was that they suggest actually a tip using buying some clear eyes and then colouring them in with permanent marker, because then if you haven't got the right colours for the corresponding yarns to make it match, then it doesn't actually matter. And I thought that was a fantastic idea. And I'm sure that these work up really well, and I'm really pleased. So that was Nesting Rainbow Owls by Jane Holmes, and it's a Moji Designs. And I got this one from the where did I get it? I think I got it from Ravelry, but again, don't worry about that because I'll post it in the description box below, and then all you need to do is click on and have a look for yourself. And now I'm going to show you another Sweet Oddity Art pattern, which is Millie the Melon Pig Crochet Pattern. Millie the Watermelon Pig. I think she's really sweet, and I've seen it on someone else's channel just because it was the first pattern, the lady, her photo was this, so I know that, and I've seen it a couple of times on people's channels, so I know it's very popular, but I didn't realise that it was a Sweet Oddity Art pattern. And you know how much I love Sweet Oddity Art. They are such good designers that I had to show you yet another pattern that I'd found for free. So she has got an Etsy shop for the ones that she sells, but this one is free, like I say, and it's 12 inches from the feet to the top of the head, with a yarn weight of 4, so about an Aran, or maybe a DK, and a 3.25mm hook. The skill level is intermediate, suitable for novices, requires patience and precision when assembling the pig and the basic crochet skills. And Sweet Oddity Art are amazing. If you've got a problem with a pattern or you want to ask them something, they do get back to you within 24 hours. They are spot on, because that's what they aim to do, and they usually are. They're saying that the weight of weight 4 is a worsted weight, so again, yes, that's an Aran. Approximately 100 grams of the main colour and 50 to 75 grams of any accent colours. And it's a D hook or a 3.25, like I said, and 18mm safety eyes. The notes are that you do not join rounds unless stated, and work in a continuous spiral. Use a stitch marker to mark the beginning of each round, and all the stitches are worked in both loops unless stated otherwise in the pattern. So, what do you think? I think she's quite cute. And then we come to something that's rather unusual, but I thought I would show it just because I haven't shown one before, and that is Oscar the Little Bat. Not brat, bat. This is Oscar the Bat. And the pattern designer is called Irene Strange, and it's a Paint Box Yarns pattern, which I got from Love Crafts, and it's an intermediate pattern, and the pattern notes are all the pieces are worked in continuous rounds without joining. Use a marker to denote the start of the round. Work the decreases in the pattern in your preferred method, regular or invisible. The samples are made with invisible decreases as follows. Insert the hook under front loop of the first stitch, and then both loops of the second stitch. Yarn over the hook and draw a hoop through the front of the work, complete like a regular single crochet. And then it says, when sewing up the ends with the leftover length of yarn, pick up all the front loops with the tapestry needle and pull tight to close. It's good to know that Paint Box Yarns cannot accept responsibility for the finished item. Well, that's obvious, isn't it? Yarn quantities are based on the average requirements and therefore are approximate, so make sure you bear that in mind. Instructions are written by using US terms with the UK terminology given in brackets, which is a really good idea too. Repeat the figures in the square brackets and remember that the times are stated afterwards. Instructions are given for the smallest size with changes of the largest size given in the round brackets afterwards. There are only one figures given. This relates to all sizes. Where the figure is 0 appears, no stitches or times or rows are worked in this. So it's not too bad. Not too bad at all. It's about 6 inches tall. But I thought, because I've never shown one before, I put it here anyway, because there's bound to be some bat enthusiasts there somewhere. And now, if you have had enough and you don't want to see the Christmas patterns that I've chosen, then that's fine. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you again on Monday. But now I'm going to show you some Christmas ones. Now, the first one is an amigurumi, and it is the Grinch pattern, and of course it's from Sweet Oddity Art again. Why wouldn't it be? Now the pattern is just for the little Grinch. The dog one, I haven't been able to find that one yet, so I don't know, but I haven't looked long into it. I haven't gone pages and pages and pages in, because I just wanted to gather enough for what I wanted to do. But isn't he cute? I love the Grinch, and so do my family. Isn't he just adorable? Now they're saying that they use worsted weight, and you join in rounds unless stated, working a continuous spiral. Use a stitch marker to mark the beginning of each round, and all stitches are made in both loops unless otherwise stated on the pattern. The size of it is 15 inches from foot to the top of the head, using a 3.25 hook. It's an intermediate pattern suitable for novices, requires patience and precision when assembling the Grinch, and max and basic skills. So maybe in the pattern, maybe you could have the instructions for that one, but I haven't gone all the way down because there was quite a few pages, and I just wanted the one that shows the picture and gives you the bit of information on it. So that was the Grinch. And now I have got a Christmas jumper for you. Now this one reminds me a lot of the pattern that Sally from Nanny Moon's Crochet, who I mention a lot on my channel, she's doing a Christmas pillow like this, but knitted, and this is crochet, but it reminded me of it as soon as I saw this. So I thought I would show you for those ones that actually want to start now and make a jumper ready for Christmas, and like it, obviously. I think it would be really nice. And it's called the Christmas Landscape Sweater. The designer is now I want to say Julia, but it's Giulia, and it's into Rosie at Zula Crocheted. Sorry if I butchered it, but look at that. Isn't that lovely? Very intricate, but very well worth it if you want to make, you know, if you're ready to put the effort in, that's what I should say. I just love it. And it's called the Christmas Landscape Sweater. And the pattern information for this is constructed from the top down with short rows and multicoloured Christmassy decoration, worked in single crochet all the way round. The ribbing is slip stitch back loop, and the pattern is made for an experienced crocheter. So don't bite off more than you can chew. That is what the motto is for this. And they're saying that they are using 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 different colours with a 4mm hook. Need some scissors, a darning needle, tape measure and stitch markers. If you've got any issues, you can email them because they are available to be emailed, and it's totally free. And you need to make sure that you include the pattern's name and the number if you are contacting them because you need some help with it. There's also hashtags for social media, and there's a link to buy the things that the colours that you want if you want to do it exactly, because they use extra fine merino for this, and it's Friends extra fine merino. So again, do it in whichever you like and whichever colours you like, but I thought I would show you just because it's what they call a proper ugly Christmas jumper, isn't it? But it's not really ugly because I love it. So there you go. Next, we have Santa Claus coasters. Aren't they fun? I just love them. I really, really love them. And I thought I'd share because they make lovely Christmas gifts. And also, if you want them, you know, for your table or just a coffee table or something at Christmas, then that's fine, isn't it? But they make good gifts too. And the pattern information for this is a beautiful decoration and cute Santa Claus shape that will immediately put you in the Christmas mood. Create a lovely set with the snowman and the Christmas bauble coaster patterns and the cozy mug pattern. Quick and easy to make, and is also the perfect last minute gift for your host on Christmas Eve. Yes, so if I can find, I think actually I might have done the snowmen. I'll have a look further down the pile in a minute. But I love it, don't you? Now the next one I have printed off because Shadows at Midnight, Kayleigh, her name is, the lady over there, she's doing Pigs in Blankets Cal for Christmas in July, and I will put her channel down in the description box below, and I will also try and see if the hashtag works, because it's hashtag Pigs in Blankets Christmas in July, or Christmas in July Piggies, I think it is. Don't quote me on it. I'll check and then I'll put it all in the description box. The pattern information for this is that the little chap is the only pig in a blanket I want to see this Christmas. Cozy and cute, he's the perfect festive friend. But this one is free, so if anyone wants to join in with the pig and the blanket crochet along that she's doing, there's a free pattern for it, because I've got one for it. On the video that she was talking about it, the first picture and it was a little pig with a granny square blanket all the way round. I've got that one, but it was a paid pattern. I bought it months and months ago. I think it was because actually it was more for last Christmas, because I did Christmas gifts for Pigs in Blankets for some people at school. But I just thought it was a free pattern, and if anyone wanted it, then they could have it if they wanted to join in. So there's that one. And now we're going to see what else I have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I haven't printed off the snowmen coasters, but I can always do that next week as to follow on for the set, couldn't I? Now this one is a Tumblr elf boy. Now I've only printed out the first page of this because it just went straight into the pattern and there wasn't really any information, but it's photos all the way through, so that you can't go wrong, and it is basically made from the bottom up, and it's a bit like one of those wobbleable kind of toys. And they are saying that you can put a wobble ball in the middle so that it can move around if you want it to. But if you want this just for a Christmas ornament, which I absolutely love, then that's fine too. It says safety eyes of 6mm. You need to have some sewing thread for the mouth, some fibre fill, a 2.5mm crochet hook, and it's saying that rainbow 8x4 cotton, but then that's obviously on the hobby website. You don't need to use that. but it's up to you. If you can't work in cotton because your hands hurt or something, then obviously DK will be fine, because I make all mine in DK. And it's 15 centimeters in height. And without further ado, I will show you. This is the Tumbler Elf Boy. Isn't he just adorable? I absolutely love him. Very cool. So that's that one. And now we have some mini mitten napkin ties. Now I thought these were just the cutest thing, and you can do them in any colour to go with your colour scheme, and you can make fresh every single year to match your colour schemes. You don't have to just go with that if that doesn't suit you, but I just loved it. I love the vibrancy of it. I just think there's such a cute idea. Now the pattern, oh, I didn't tell you about the, oh, that one doesn't tell you anyway. The mini mittens crochet, oh my goodness me, mini mittens napkin ties is designed by Katie Jones. Such a good idea. The pattern information is that these mini mittens are the perfect addition, oh, let me see, are the perfect addition to your Christmas table and gives you some festive fare, cozy festive fare. The pattern is to make 6 pairs of mittens, 3 of each colourway. The yarn quantities given also mean that you can, what is left over, you can make a matching 6 cute cutlery stockings. You can find cute cutlery stockings in the Katie Jones Candyland collection. I'll look out for those and see, because I'm not sure, I haven't seen them. As well as looking beautiful at the table decorations that also look brilliant on your tree. The pattern's worked in rounds and includes photos to help you work the thumb. The instructions are written in US terms with UK terminology in brackets, and that's what we like, isn't it? We really do like that, because you're not just thinking, oh, I have to go and translate it and convert it over. It's so good that they have both, and I wish every single designer would do this, because it's so important for the ones that don't use American. I love American because it's so much more straightforward than English, but it doesn't matter, does it? Preference, that's all it comes down to, but it's so good that it's already there waiting for you. Brilliant idea. And then there's obviously the hashtags for the social media. You've got the link to buy the yarn if you want to buy that yarn, and then you've got the support email address if you get stuck. Brilliant, wonderful, look at that, aren't they cute? Okay, so next we've got 3 patterns left, so I won't keep you much longer. We have some crocheted snowmen. Wonderfully simple, but so cute and so effective. Now, it doesn't say the designer on this one, but that's fine. It uses a 2 or a 2.5mm hook. They're saying rainbow cotton again, but of course it doesn't matter what you use. 2 sets of safety eyes for 8mm, some fibre fill, some poly pellets. I gather that's for the weight. And then some sewing thread for the or embroidery yarn. The measurements are 5.5 to 6 inches in height. That's 14 to 15 centimeters. There's a link for the yarn to make it there if you want to use it. If not, then just use DK or cotton or whatever you want. And that's about it. But it's kind of just straightforward. Works from the bottom. You do the hat separately and the scarves Bob's your uncle. Absolutely wonderful. So simple, but again, yet so effective. Now, for the next two, I have, well, you can use these for gifts or keep them for yourself, of course. The one, actually one is a gift. One I would say is a gift. I will leave that one until last. Right, this one is a gift, and it's from the craft, Repeat After Me. That's what I was trying to say. It's a crochet gingerbread man gift card holder. Wonderful idea. If you just give gift cards instead of presents, wouldn't it be so lovely just to hand it in something homemade that you made yourself and put the effort in? Brilliant. Love it. He has the perfect little pocket pouch on his tummy to hold the holiday gift card, and even some extra little candy treats inside. Make the loop at the top, and it can also be used as a keepsake ornament. Super cute, super quick to crochet. You will be making a dozen in no time. Isn't that cute? But I thought they were really fun. Really, really fun. And this is just what I printed out, but they've got video tutorials and things on her website. There's also, you know, there's lots on there. There's lots of Christmas things. They've got gnome corner to corner blankets and all sorts of things. She's always doing crochet alongs, and her website's just lovely. I love how it's laid out and everything, and it's really, really nice. There is a blanket thing that I want to do, and that is from when I was mentioning earlier that I did the animal squares. She's doing a under the sea one now, and one of the squares I saw that I'm really totally in love with is the pufferfish. It just looks brilliant. Again, I will link her website in the description box below, and then you can go and have a look. I mean, it's just brilliant. And last, but by no means least, because we have obviously been talking for almost an hour again. Seems to be the norm lately, doesn't it? I've got some Christmas ornaments for you, and they're animals. Sticking with the theme. And it's an intermediate in difficulty. 2.5mm hook is needed, some embroidery thread, and some 7mm eyes and some stuffing. They're saying to use cotton, but again, it's up to you. I like to use DK because cotton is always a bit funny, and it always is a bit too stiff for me. But again, that's my own preference. But look at those. Aren't they just lovely? Really, really, really cool. And the pattern instructions are that they'll begin by making the faces. They're sewn onto the ornament balls before that they are finished, and they're going to place the eyes on the face pieces, but do not secure them with the lock straight away. I suppose they'll tell you. Anyway, there is a sheep, and then a lion and a bear. Very, very cute and very cool. And they would be brilliant for a gift for anyone that loves animals to put on their tree. Or even, my children have got trees in their room because I don't like them to decorate my tree. I'm a bit OCD with my tree, and I don't like anyone touching it. We won't go there. So they've got trees in their own rooms that they can do what they like with, and I think they'll love these. So if you're the same and you don't really want them on your own tree, for argument's sake, and you just want to give them for children to do, I think that'd be just amazing. And it's just really, really lovely. Again, I haven't printed off the whole of the patterns because it's cost me a fortune in ink. But I love this video. I love to do it every week. I love searching and I love telling you about it. So at the end of the day, I'm gonna just do it. It's just that I won't be printing every single pattern all out. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter at all, does it? The amount of paper I use is astronomical too. But it's fine because I take it to school and they can draw on the back. It's all fine. That's it. I'm finished. So, thank you for watching. If you've stuck with me for the whole thing, thank you very much. Keep the likes coming. Comment, tell me your favourite. Tell me if you're sorting out patterns and things for Christmas in July. Talk to me. Tell me what you're working on and just let me know. And if you want anything found, then mention it and I will do my best to show you. So, I'm going to go. Take care, everyone, and I will see you on Monday. And I'll show you what I've been working on all week. Take care, everyone. Love you all. Bye.